Now, from the University of Okoboji, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee.
Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. I'm Jeff Thee, coming from our wonderful studios right here, historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park. I have Tonya Kuranda, the Executive Director of Atlas, here with me this morning.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome back. It's good to see you again.
It's so good to see you. It's been a little bit, but it's so good to reconnect and see you. But it's good
to have you back and connect once again on the important work that Atlas does in our area here.
Yes.
Let's start out and tell people a little bit about what Atlas is, Tonya.
Absolutely, yeah. So I started in September of 22. And Atlas is a ministry in the local area that has slowly been steadily growing into quite a community resource. Atlas itself is an acronym. It stands for Attaining Truth, Love, and Self-Control.
Yes.
And our ministry is far and wide and broad. And a lot of people say, "What exactly do you do?" Well, we're called to serve and help people. And really, that is so unique and different for every individual that comes through our door.
Absolutely. No two of us are the same in our needs and what we have, yes.
Absolutely. So, we have specific needs, a lot, which we'll talk about some of our stats that we collected in 2024 in a bit. But a lot of times what we'll find is there could be something going on as far as paying a bill, quite not making it financially with gas, needing some transportation support.
Right.
I could go on and on what the original maybe problem or issue that leads them into the door.
Right.
Even homelessness, just not having a place to stay.
Yeah.
So we have them come in and we meet with them. We usually meet with them about an hour, sometimes two. And by the time we're done with that meeting, we find out there's so much more going on in their life.
Yeah.
And that's really where the ministry takes place. We're a place where people can kind of come and just kind of get down and be themselves. We don't judge. We're kind of a walk-in door church, so to speak.
Yes.
It's really easy to kind of just walk into an office versus maybe a church on Sunday for some people, and they come in and it's quite powerful how within a couple of minutes someone you just met is sharing their story with you.
And think how brave they got to be. It's tough to give that up.
It is.
That I need help. I don't know where else to go. And to say those words to somebody, it takes desperation for one, but it takes being brave to actually say those. We like to be in control of our own destiny.
We do. You bring to mind a gentleman who I actually was working, the referral came in from Okoboji High School, which is amazing how we're getting networked and working. Ms. Schaefer over there does a wonderful job, and called and started working with a family, a single father, and it took weeks for this man to slowly break down and say, you know what, I need help. Okay, I'm going to take the help. If you can help. So we are now really strong and have this bond with him, and we are pressing forward. And now he's just so more receptive. And the cool thing just about it is doesn't go to church. But now has a male mentor that just started working with him from Atlas, and is I would just say becoming just more open to the love of God, to the love of people.
Yes.
Where maybe a heart was more shut off, and I get emotional because when you see someone that's closed off like that, and wants to stay closed off due to pride and maybe other things as well, say, you know what, you sound like you actually care, so let's work through this problem together.
For all the window dressing we throw up to disguise things, and that's why you should never be too careful to judge prematurely, because we don't know what somebody else is going through or has been going through.
No, you're so right.
Yeah.
We oftentimes, I will say that our clients are our superheroes. They're juggling. We sometimes have no idea. Single parents juggling multiple jobs, budgeting down to nickels and dimes every month, and getting up every morning and doing it over and over again. We all know this is not the cheapest place to live.
Right.
So our clients, they're some hardworking Americans and individuals. I get to work with some of, I would say, the strongest men and women out there as far as taking care of their kiddos and just trying to do what's best for them. And it's difficult. It gets hard. Life is hard, and the economy, it's tough right now in general. So
and when you're using those nickels and dimes and pennies to put the all important food on the table, and you feel like you're falling short, that's tough.
Yep. And so the resources they're expanding out there as well. Too. First Lutheran just opened up another food bank just to show the resource that's needed.
Yes.
We have a sister ministry that's doing the same line of work as us, Dirt Road Ministries, with Ben Parsons. So the need is rising in the community, and we are seeing that there are those rising also to help address that need.
Yes.
So Atlas is doing its job, but we also have others rising up. There's strength in community, and so
it takes that community to help those that need it.
Yep,
absolutely.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of the statistics you were talking about, Tonya, and then some of the things Atlas has seen over the last couple of years.
Yes. So last year in 2024, we served, on top of our normal client load, 129 new clients, and we took in some data collection on them. We wanted to kind of see what we knew we had a problem, but let's get to some data collection.
Right.
So what we found last year, a staggering 38% of the 129 clients were homeless. We had 24% of them that were near homelessness, which means they had a pending eviction. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
If you just try to digest that for a second in the Lakes area.
Right here in our own area. Yes.
Right here.
Yep.
86% came in because of a financial hardship, and that can be so many different things. And 78% said that a mental health issue was a triggering factor or had something to do with what was going on. That can be something as simple as going through health issues, going through undiagnosed mental health conditions, treated mental health conditions. I think we've seen it all at this point.
Yes.
So just that was a contributing factor. We had 19% disclosed domestic abuse, 37% disclosed substance abuse, and those are the ones that I think were brave enough to disclose it.
I was going to say, and that's disclosed.
Disclosed. Yes. And
think of the ones out there that are silent.
Yep. So that happens quite a bit. And so what the neat thing about the impact report was that we were able to report that with those 129 clients and other clients, we were able to have 65% of them engage in financial literacy and budgeting, which is crucial, especially when 86% are facing a financial hardship.
Yes, exactly.
So, and so a lot of people might suspect that Atlas just hands out money. We don't.
Right.
We tell people that, and a lot of people have that assumption we might pay a bill. No.
Yeah.
We pull back and teach them about budgeting.
Yeah.
We try to teach them how to advocate for themselves. It all comes down to managing money. We have some great volunteers that work with clients to help do that as well.
Yeah.
We're always looking for volunteers too.
Yeah.
So just a little plug. 20% we helped with employment and resume support. And now we have a partner in the area, Ascend Staffing, who we've met with, and they've had come by our office, so they're going to help us with that as well, with our clients. So that's great. And then this is probably the coolest part of the whole thing here is 79% of our clients engaged in a mentor relationship. And what that means is a mentor relationship is a client who continually meets with Atlas after their hardship is addressed. So trust, confidence, accountability, and most of all, love is cultivated. And at this stage, they begin to realize that they are not alone. And we start to see change. Yeah. So our clients start to learn to self-advocate and set goals for their future. Yeah. Hope.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Indeed.
So it's ongoing, and our client, I can tell you, for 2025, we have not slowed down in our number of new clients every month, and I perceive that the data will be about the same or even higher, maybe.
As you grow, you're going to have more services referring to you, whether it's our police departments or whatever it may be.
Yes.
That are saying you need to go talk to Atlas, and that's going to keep you busier.
Yeah.
But I want to point out, Atlas needs funding too, and you've got a fundraiser coming up here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
right here,
sir.
first part of May. Tell me about it.
Yes, first part of May. So, and I just wanted to say, last year you had us on, it was broadcast episode number 958, where you so kindly helped us promote our first annual fundraiser, so thank you.
You're welcome.
And that was July 8th. This year we're doing it May 12th. We have a fundraiser that will be happening at the Well Coffee House. The lovely Diane Duez, who owns the Well, will be allowing us to use her space.
Yeah.
And we have our lovely Kathy Norris, who is our office manager, is baking 300 dozen cookies to be...
Kathy.
300 cookies. 300 cookies. That's a lot.
That's even a lot.
I don't know. The woman's baking a lot. She's a lot. She's just baking.
She's a great person. Love that, Kathy. Yes, indeed.
So there'll be cookies, and of course we're going to be sharing. We'll have Karina Van Wy and Martin Mendez doing their thing, which they are a dynamic duo that sing, and they will just be doing acoustic and just be singing some worship songs, some amazing, they provide just this entertainment and environment. We'll have our board there. We will have some volunteers there.
Yeah.
We will have some clients there, and we will get to hear a little bit more about what the ministry does, but also client testimony. And
or if people have questions, they can ask you, your board, your volunteers, and so forth. And
yes, that's the perfect time to come
and then
learn.
In-kind donations then?
In-kind donations. And I had given you the flyer. If people can't make it, there's information on our website, and we would love, if you can't make it, if you'd like to make a donation, that'd be amazing. Yeah. But it's really, it's a good time of fellowship, but also it is a fundraiser. We are trying to stay, we got to keep the doors open.
Yeah. And
period.
And, and likely it comes down to keep the doors open means helping those in need.
Yes.
They go hand in hand.
Yes. Yep, absolutely. So, and that's pretty much what we have going on as far as the fundraiser.
Okay.
And other than that, we will have we're already starting to prepare for a December auction. So that went really well last year, and we're going to try that again. And
you come in and talk to me before that so we can publicize that too, Tonya.
I would love to. Yeah. I would love to.
Oh, I'd love to have you back again.
Yes.
You're doing great work. Your ministry speaks volumes for helping those in need, and so thankful that we have you here in our area to help those people. So.
Absolutely. Another thing I want just to plug, I also wanted to say that Arnold's Park City has graciously been the first city to support Atlas as well. So
very nice.
Yeah, I would love to see. We'll see how it spreads in the future, but really touched our hearts. They're seeing the work that we're doing in Arnold's Park and have decided to support us. And a lot of the the local police departments that we work with and the community offices and so forth that we continue to work with. I look forward to seeing all of that just hopefully develop and prosper in the future. So really neat developments happening since we've been in here last time.
Things take time to build, and what you're building for is a better atmosphere for community members that need the help, Tonya. And,
yes.
There's a lot to be thankful for that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
We couldn't do it without the support of the community.
Yeah.
It means all the world, and we are so thankful. Extremely thankful.
Yes. Thank you for coming in here and talking about Atlas once again.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff.
And I want to see you before the sale.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
My pleasure indeed. Tonya Kuranda here again for Atlas. If you have the opportunity to go in and check it out on the day of the fundraiser, but otherwise, if you can help out in some other way, it would certainly be appreciated by those most needing it right here in our own community. Our thanks to Tonya, and our thanks to you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you in part by West Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. The headquarters of the University of Okoboji is at the Three Sons, open Monday through Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday from 10 to 4. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji.